Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of For the Fans podcast, where we discuss all sorts of shenanigans and stick with every other content creator and say we have no idea who's the best team in the league right now.
Oh, I can tell you who the best
So
team in the
true.
league is
It's
right
not the
now.
Patriots.
It is the
Atlanta
Patriots.
Falcons.
They are ranked number one in a few
For-
rankings. No, like official ESPN,
gosh.
all those
I
brainwashed
have
people,
not
but
seen Patriots ranked as number one in any of them. I've seen the Buccaneers
I
ranked as
haven't
number
either.
one.
they're in the top
I've seen
four
top 10.
favorites for AFC championship
You're
candidate.
gonna have to send me to those because every single one I've seen,
Yeah, well,
they are not in the
I'll send
top
'em.
three.
I'll send them.
They just hit the top 10. And I
Week 5 they did.
what when they beat the Bills?
Yeah, they bumped into the top 10
I didn't see them in the top 10. I saw them.
They
just
were
outside
10
the top 10.
in week 5.
Which top 10? Which top 10 are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Good question.
I don't
It
watch
matters.
ESPN, so
NFL,
clearly it's not ESPN because they're all
Fox
biased.
Which one then? See,
Nick
now-
Wright is
see,
out
now
of his
I'm curious,
mind.
because I'm like, I've also been doing Tom Grossi. I've been doing like 4 other like influencers slash social media people. None of them have had the Patriots in the top 10 until just this week.
I think Matt's just digging himself a hole. He's just trying to
Nope.
defend. It's a bold-faced lie.
No,
Yeah.
just wait. I saw it. You guys
Matt's
continue,
having
you
to,
know,
like, dig and find
your
the most
brief
obscure
introductions.
one that no one's ever heard of. I will say, Matt, that's something that'll make you unhappy. The one I've actually seen hit number one in a lot of them after this week is the Chiefs.
Which makes no freaking sense.
The people are like, oh, the Chiefs are
It's
looking
fine.
great again, and they're getting Rashee Rice back. That's
It's
all
okay
it is.
because the Raiders are just gonna kill people this week. They're just gonna shank them right in the
Oh
stadium.
gosh, PFF is
I mean-
even bad. Number 2 is the Packers. I would not put number 2 at the Packers. I don't care if they have one loss. They had a tie with the Cowboys. They are not a top 3 team.
And that loss is to the Browns.
Yeah, get out here.
Just throwing that out there.
The Lions,
Yeah.
Lions I would say is a top 3. Buccaneers I would say is a top 3. Man, I don't know where I would put the Colts. I feel like the Colts haven't played anyone super, super good yet.
Decisions.
I will say I would put the Seahawks in the top 10. Seahawks defense is scary, and Sam Darnold is looking solid.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Let's see, the NFL one, Buccaneers 1, Lions 2, which, yeah, I can see that. They have Seahawks at 3, which I can't argue with that. Seahawks have looked pretty strong recently. Bills at 4, Packers 5, Eagles 6, Rams 7, Colts 8. Honestly, 8 for Colts I feel like is pretty fair considering I feel like half the teams the Colts have played is kind of fairly easy games. Chiefs 9, Steelers 10, but I'm waiting for that 10-7 record to finish out the season. Broncos, Commanders, Jaguars. Wow, Patriots at 16. I would put them.
Is this the
higher than that.
ESPN one or is this PFF?
This is NFL.
Oh, this is NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Straight from the source.
Patriots at 16, Falcons at 17, and then
We
Bears at
moved
18.
down, actually.
Wow. Wow. Three of us just 16, 17, 18. Dang. You don't see that all the time.
That's wild.
Like, my team's only higher because we beat the Chiefs and the Niners in back-to-back weeks.
True. That'll do it.
Which I will say,
That'll do it.
the Jaguars are currently 4-2 after getting through like the hard part of their schedule. So I mean, they beat the Rams this week in London. That will be without Puka going into the bye week 5-2 with a cakewalk ending schedule. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You just have to compete with the
We got
Colts
the
first.
Jags winning.
I remember when Tyler said that they weren't even going to get like 6 wins.
I was stupid last week and didn't put my picks in. I wanted to
Aw.
cry.
Yeah, I'm like there's a
Same.
three-way tie for first. I
It's
will
like,
say,
dang
McKay,
it.
looking at who the Colts have played, the only real contenders have been the Broncos and the Rams. The Rams won, and the Colts beat the Broncos in a walk-off field goal that was
And
questionable.
and I still have some questions about the Broncos at this point. I think I need to see a little bit more before I say that they're actually like a legitimate contending team.
Yeah,
To me, the Broncos are like the Falcons. One week they are very good, the next week they will lose to a nobody team.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, Tyler. Here's the thing.
AKA the Falcons.
I want to root for the Falcons. I do. But you guys are so horribly inconsistent, it drives me crazy.
He's not wrong,
Yeah.
Tyler.
No, I can't argue that.
Like, you guys have a close game to open up the season against the Buccaneers, which I'm like, okay, Falcons looking pretty good. You beat the Vikings pretty soundly, which I'm like, okay, yeah. Then you get shut out by the Panthers,
Downs
which
get scored.
that one hurts. Then you guys beat the Commanders,
Yeah.
which I'm like, oh, that was good. And then you beat the Bills. I'm like, are the Falcons good or are they just choke artists? What is it? Is it both?
This year, I actually don't think it's the standard choke artist Falcon argument. This year, I actually just think we had a slow start and we pulled off a lucky win, but we just needed a couple losses under our belt, and now we're set to go.
But you started 2-0. You didn't even have a slow start.
We lost to the Buccaneers.
Oh.
We didn't start.
Yeah, it was
2-0.
1 and
started
1.
1-1.
They didn't start 2-0.
You guys started 1-1, then went 1-2, and then went 2-2. Now you're 3-2, and now you're going against the 49ers. Man, I'm not gonna lie, Tyler. Like, you guys have had three tough games in a row.
Yeah, I think we're gonna pull off the win against the Niners.
I mean,
I think so too.
I will say I feel like everybody has been saying that, but the Niners
That's
have
hard to get
basically
behind.
no one alive, and they're still getting the wins. So,
Yeah.
but I will say after that, you guys got the Dolphins, which I think you should win, and then the Patriots.
If we don't,
Here's the thing.
yeah, that one's a cakewalk. I don't even know that I'll really watch that one.
I'm still not convinced that I could even pick the Falcons over the Dolphins because I just don't know.
Oh, well, here's McKay and I were talking about this. We had lunch the other day, and we were talking about this very issue. Part of my issue with the NFL is it feels like all the teams, for the most part, are so evenly matched that it's near impossible to accurately predict which teams will win and which teams will lose. And any given week, any team could lose, despite how good that team is. You can see a team that's top of the NFL get blown out by some team with 0 wins. It just could happen in the NFL.
Unless it's the Jets.
And it's kind of the frustrating thing about the NFL. And it's also the fun thing, too, because then every game is kind of like who's to say what's going to happen.
That's
But
true.
Unless you're playing against the Jets, you kind of know what's going to happen at this point.
see, but the
And
Jets
yet-
could pull off their win this week.
They're gonna get a win
I mean-
at some point, I think.
Nah.
Oh, definitely.
yeah,
And I
we
wouldn't be
had a-
surprised if it wasn't against a 3-3 Carolina,
we
who
haven't
somehow has pulled off
had-
3 decent wins.
See, I think Carolina's going to smack the Jets this week. If the Jets win, I think it may be against the Bengals.
That's
See, but
possible.
that's my whole point is that it's not just based on power rankings. Like you can, if you went in and just put in power rankings for the whole season and that's the only way you voted on which team would win in the NFL, you'd be wrong like 50% of the time.
Dude, do you know
It's
how
just-
many weeks in a row I picked the Jaguars to win and it's helped me in our Pick'em League?
Well, I bet, but I mean, some of that might be, delusional fandom. But
I almost picked the Seahawks this week, but I'm like, if we can keep Trevor upright, I think the Jaguars have a chance. And
That didn't happen.
we did not keep him upright. He like broke a 20-year record for the amount of times he was pressured. And I'm just like, ew.
Yeah.
it's almost like they knew that the strongest part of your offense is your quarterback and your running back. So they put
Considering
heavy
that
pressure on
3
the
of our-
front of
Usually how it goes.
I mean, considering that
Yep.
all
Yeah.
of the Seahawks secondary was basically out with injury and we were missing 2 of our linemen, yeah, I would say basically remember the Titans. You blitz all night.
Yep,
and it works.
It worked.
it worked.
We need to get on track here as far as our recaps here. So we might have to keep these more on the
Yeah.
quick side of things. But
Didn't
Matt,
Shane say something about wanting to get started quick, and he had something to do
Yep.
tonight?
Yep.
Yes,
That's right,
He's
yeah.
the one
If I
yapping.
get
Look at
distracted
that.
at the start, then we can breeze through the other stuff. It's strategy.
so
All
Matt, what do you got to say? What do you got to say about Lions and Chiefs? And I know you'll probably
Oh,
cover the
boy.
fight and stuff like that. But let's
Eating a dead horse with beating a juju was the Lions Chiefs game. Dramatic the entire time, and I just think, this just reiterates that, the Aldrin's like, oh, the Chiefs are back. I'm like, no. The Chiefs are back with the refs. They're finally in good standing with them. Their check, actually went through, it didn't bounce, and now they're getting the help from the officials. That's how this game was. Plain simple from start to finish. I will solely believe that until I see anything other than that, but there's just officiating in this game was horrendous, along with a lot of other games. And I think we need to get to the point where we really need to change how officiating works in order for us to enjoy football. I didn't enjoy this game. The only people that did were the Chiefs fans.
The fact that there were 0 penalties called.
Sounds
Yeah.
like the
Chiefs.
NLCS with the Dodgers and the Brewers right now. I'm just saying that's how it
Yeah.
goes when you have
Like,
teams that are
it's-
top notch.
It's like you have some of the top people in on a team that they're the most penalized, and then the game that truly matters, all of a sudden they lock in and don't commit any penalties. I call BS, especially when you can see it on live. Blatant stuff going on, and it just sucks because it takes away from the game. It just, no one wants to watch it. They wonder why the ratings are down.
And
It's because
then
they're
we have John coming in and saying the magic flag from New York on replay was criminal against the Lions on that Goff touchdown. Which I agree.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
were so
yeah.
many
they can't
bogus
just
calls.
fabricate a call after the fact, because that's not how it
mean-
works. Like, if they don't call it in the game, I think the new rule, it's like it's only like a couple things that they can actually turn over, and neither of those applied.
Like I said, I feel like
It's
a rule change that would
yeah.
benefit the league so much is allowing coaches to challenge at least one flag per game. Kind of do like the timeout rule where they can
Right.
challenge a flag that's thrown. It goes to booth review, it gets reviewed, and if it's overturned, cool, you get whatever, but if it's wrong, then you get something taken away.
Yeah. Well, in this example, there was no flag until after the fact, which I think is just crap.
Be able to
I've
challenge
always-
it, though.
I used to officiate for basketball, and the way I did it, if I see it, I will call it right then and there, regardless. It's like, and I think that should be the rule of thumb for any official, especially like on a couple of the plays where I can't remember, it was Travis Kelce was going down the sideline, and he didn't get the catch, and then all of a sudden he throws the flag after. And they're like, oh, the contact happened like 10, 15 yards back. It's like, well, why did you call it when you saw the contact? Why did you wait until the very end?
I remember this happening in the 2017 AFC Championship game with the Jaguars and the Patriots. Not the Miles Jack was down. The fact that there was what was it? I think it was a delay of game, but they let the entire play happen, and then once the play had finished and the Jaguars got the first down, then they had the flag called. I was like, why
Yeah.
didn't you guys blow that
Like,
play dead?
Regardless of what way it goes in those situations, I absolutely hate that officiating. It's like, no, like, call it when it happens. Don't call it like later because you're gonna wait and see how it goes.
I mean, that's what
Like,
soccer
no.
does.
Well, they at least they indicate that there is a penalty in play, or they're like, oh, we're gonna
Sometimes.
see where it goes. They put their hands out forward saying, yeah, play on. But if they lose the ball, they'll bring it back.
Which
So they're
I-
clearly indicating there was a foul on the play, and they go from there. But like in football,
it
it's
still drives me crazy.
you can throw the flag. Like, you just toss it in the air behind you. They'll see it right when it happens. You can let the play out. Don't throw the flag after the play's ended. And
I
that's
mean,
what frustrated me
unless-
about this game.
Unless it's
it's-
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because it could have been a really good game, but it was just destroyed by awful officiating. Neither quarterback, neither of them gave up a interception, which is always a good game. They had some good run plays. Like, it had the potential to be a good game, but it was tarnished by crap calls.
I'm reminded of when the Jaguars played the Chiefs and Mahomes was like, "That was the worst officiated game that I've ever seen." I'm just like, look at this game. This game might tell a different story.
Well,
And John's
and
also saying, did you see the Patriots game? The same thing happened on a touchdown pass, 1 minute plus later, magical flag, and an OPI.
yeah, and that's the one thing that's probably my biggest pet peeve about the Chiefs in this game, and it'd be the last thing I said. When they got beat by the Jags, they're throwing a fit, complaining, but in this one, they're acting like, oh, nothing happened, and they're just trying to play it off, and then they piss people off, and then you saw how the fight broke out at the end.
Fight.
It's like you
Well,
taunt people all game, and
Which
it's
I
not
will
one, it's not
say.
called, which is crap.
Now I was gonna say
Taunting all game, and then you go up to them, hey, good game, bro. I was just kidding. It's
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna bring that up. There's that.
You're
Is
gonna
that
get
the
Branch's hits was kind of somewhat like he had it coming. I'll give it to Branch that it give him the respect he deserves that he didn't deck Mahomes and that he just decked Juju
Well,
instead.
because
Yeah.
Mahomes, like when he scored,
He
like,
would've-
pointed at
yeah.
the player, flexed on him, like did all the stuff that would be taunting.
what
But,
Cam Scadaboo did last week, and he
ugh.
got flagged and fined
Yeah.
for it. Like, come on now, be consistent.
Yeah, it's
So,
just when I say
yeah,
like
it's
I think double is probably my least favorite penalty in the league because it's so inconsistent. Where you get things like Scadaboo who will just like flex or something, or just like say something after a player says something to him, but then you have Mahomes who like points at the defender, flexes on him, like does the actual taunting, and it's just nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it's classless winning is what the Chiefs are, plain and simple, and that's what this was. It was a classless win. And if Tyler has anything else to add to that, we'd love to hear it.
Nope.
Matt, did you want to tell us about that study that you saw?
No,
No,
save
I'm
it
sure.
for another
I'm
time.
sure. All I'm gonna say for those people that are listening or will listen later, just look up the UTEP study they did on financial biases in the NFL, and specifically the Chiefs. It's a great read.
To quickly gloss over it, it basically points to the Chiefs are benefit the most, whereas an abnormality of how few penalties they get or how often the penalties go their way.
Yep. And it's based on facts. It's not just someone's opinion like me, like everyone says. Even though mine are facts, but it's fine.
Gosh.
Oh, okay,
Anyways,
I've been
even
hearing
though I
that
was
for the
trying to
next
toss
10
it over to
years.
Tyler, I would love to hear
For the-
his input on his favorite game.
So for the next 10 years, I've heard from a very reliable source that the Falcons are actually going to be the new top ref loved team in the NFL. So you can expect to see those numbers coming soon. So expect favoritism, lots of new cool jerseys and that kind of stuff coming out.
Is
So
it to make up for
anyway.
28-3?
no one asked you, Shane. It's my turn.
This was a genuine question. This wasn't an
He has
insult.
the
This
fucking
was a,
stick.
this was a
I
genuine
have the
question.
talking stick.
Is it because the 28-3
The
happened
feeling
that the
stick.
Falcons are owed 10 years of beneficial calls because they're like, man, 28-3 was actually really bad. We need something to help the Falcons put that in the grave for good.
A
I got no
team
issues with
can't
that.
benefit from something that was self-inflicted.
Gosh.
Anyway, so Falcons Bills talking about self-inflicted. Talk about the self-inflicted loss from the Bills, who had 2 turnovers,
Mhm.
two interceptions. I'd like to just read these stats to you real quick from the game. Josh
it.
Allen, 180 yards. Penix, 250. James Cook, 87 yards. Bijan Robinson, 170. James Palmer, 60 yards, top receiver for the Bills this game. Drake London, top receiver, 158 yards. Just a crazy, crazy difference in play. Nearly double the amount of yards done by the Falcons. Just a complete demolition of the Bills, despite only winning the game by 10 points. So, anyway, very interesting. Feel like these numbers would show the Falcons should have been further ahead, which maybe is a little concerning for Falcons fans, but also maybe goes to show something a little bit about the Bills. They did lose the turnover war, so that definitely affected them. And as my good friend Shane has pointed out, the the 3 wins that the Bills have are teams that have a combined total of, what was it, 3 wins?
3 wins.
Is that-
Wins and like 20-something losses.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah,
ugly
literally
number.
insane, because we have Baltimore, Jets, or sorry, the 4 wins that they have, because they have Baltimore, they have the Jets with 0 wins, Miami with 0 wins, and New Orleans
One
with
win.
1 win. That's right. And wait, who did they beat? Just kidding, we can move on.
I was gonna say, I'm like, the only real challenge from that list that I think the Bills have had was the Ravens.
Well, and the Ravens have not shown to be
Yeah, but this
much
was
of a
week
challenge
1
for
before
anybody.
half their team died.
That's true. That is a fair point. Is the Ravens in the first game were a much different Ravens team than we're seeing today.
It's
But
true.
even so, the only team they've been able to beat so far is the Browns. And their other losses, including this last week to the Rams, has been fairly embarrassing. But anyway, that's my recap for the Falcons Bills. Falcons coming out looking strong with maybe a couple question marks. Bills with some major question marks, possibly season changing trends. So passing on to McKay.
Oh, I was just say I was just gonna make a comment about this game.
Oh
the
yeah, please go
Bills.
ahead. Go ahead.
I think the one thing they're gonna have to do before I think the trade deadline's like next week, isn't it?
2 weeks. It's November.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're
It's
going
2.
to heavily need to really consider picking up a receiver. They
Yeah.
need like an elite receiver on the team.
Yes.
Like that is a glaring issue that they have. When they need it, they just don't have that star power. They got Cook at running back, but you can't give it to him all the time. Like they're gonna need to pick up a receiver, or they're just gonna have nothing but problems the rest of the season.
Is Coleman out for the season?
I don't think so.
Don't think so,
No,
but
But he's not a bona fide star. Is
Yeah,
what
he's
Matt's
not
getting
like-
at.
yeah, he's not like an elite receiver where you know he'll be open in crucial moments. Where it is right now, they just hope that someone gets open, and they have
Mhm.
good talent across the board, but no standouts, which they need.
Right.
That's
That's
a good way of putting
completely
it.
fair. And well, here's the follow-up question, Matt. Who would you take if you were the Bills?
Oh, well, John has an answer, but I'll let Matt answer first.
Just based off of like looking at where everyone's at and how awful they are, I could see them going after Waddle.
I've been hearing
Mm.
Waddle a little, but I don't know if the Dolphins would trade it with Hill being out for the season and
You know, just or
Yeah.
someone like that. Like, yeah, Cooper Kupp just went to Seattle, so he's out.
So John has an answer, and I want your opinion on this
Yeah.
because you're both Patriots fans. He's saying
Oh, it's what's his bucket from the Raiders?
no, not Jacoby Myers.
Oh, okay.
Chris Olave.
Oh.
We've seen Chris
The
Olave
Saints
do
are
some
not
good
doing a
things.
fire sale yet.
Not yet.
That's
but
the one
it
thing,
will
though.
be soon.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I don't think that the Saints are going to do a fire sale here. I think for some reason they do feel somewhat confident that if they can develop the quarterback that they have right now, and they feel that Kellen Moore is the right coach, why would they sell a big piece like Chris Olave right now? Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I think the best bet that the Bills are going to be looking at, as far as it's not necessarily an elite wide receiver, but it's getting someone like Jerry Jeudy. the Browns.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I can
It's
see
not
that.
great. It's not
Yeah.
great, but it's what could happen.
Like their options are gonna have to be someone that's at least 4 years. They're gonna have to get a vet. Like they can't get some young hotshot. Ideally, like go after like Higgins or Chase type player.
But that's probably I don't see it. At this point and no, it's a great poll that what John was saying, but at this point, and just in my opinion, the chances of them getting Chris Olave, I say that's up there with them with their chances of getting someone like Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen.
But you never know.
What do you think the odds are for someone like Jacoby Myers?
I've been hearing
That's probably
a lot
more
of teams are
likely.
calling.
Yeah,
about
but he's just
Jacoby.
not that guy though. Like that'd just be adding to their
Middle.
mid-tier. Yeah.
Myers? I feel like
Yeah.
Myers is fairly.
He's not a star though. He's the same as Keon Coleman.
He'd be Coleman and Shakir. That it'd just be you add another one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, which might help because then you have 3 stud receivers that are good, but you don't have the standout like, oh,
The
we
star
have to
power.
double this guy or we're gonna get burned
and,
by
and,
him.
And John's
type
agreeing with us
player.
is that the best options are in the market that are likely are probably Waddle, Olave, and Myers.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw one more name in there. Actually, that could be a former big name, not as big now, big contract, but I just haven't seen that much production from him. I could see a potential shopping him around. Maybe that's Deebo Samuel.
I feel like the
He's
Young like
expensive
Washington's
though.
utilizing him.
Yeah.
he's had 2 good games the past weeks.
Or
Yeah, that's true.
here's a real
Last week
like
he did,
we
but
haven't heard anything from the camp on which side he wants to be on, but what about AJ Brown?
that's what I was gonna say. I
That's
was
a
gonna
good
say, what
point.
about AJ Brown?
Because that would be a wild pickup for them.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they
That
could
would
get
be
AJ
wild.
Brown, holy cow, that would be
that's the worst thing for
season-changing.
That's not the worst thing for fantasy owners either, because that allows Devontae Smith to become the guy.
Like he was
Yeah.
supposed
Yeah.
to be.
which he pretty much already is.
I think
And
that would be the
if Browns
smartest
let us
move, to be honest,
Yeah.
especially for the Eagles. If they can get him at a good value and some good picks, I feel like him leaving wouldn't damage them too much.
Yeah,
No.
but they would it would be a money issue at that point, which I haven't looked at anything, but dead money may kind of kill the Eagles there.
Yeah.
Because Saquon has a lot of money tied to him.
hmm
And
So
they
does
need
AJ
the space, so let Brown go.
But they can't just let him go. They would have to take a dead hit.
The Bills would have to pick that up. This isn't
Not
like
always.
this isn't like Russell Wilson or something where they're getting rid of a floppy player. I think the
Yeah.
Bills would be taking an all-star, and I think the Eagles and the Bills would both know that.
Yeah, but
And
still,
made profit.
with how GMing works is that they have to do a lot of talk of negotiation of contracts of who pays what, because there are some teams that are like, hey, you gotta take a dead hit, or hey, like you can pay out the rest of this year and then you gotta pay off all of this, and then we'll take on from this point and on. There's a lot of contract negotiations.
He won't go to the Bills. Bills are tied up with money.
Mm-hmm.
They only got about $3 million of cap space to mess
so
around with, unless
Brown-
they add
so-
someone to it.
Yeah.
According to John, Brown's dead money would
So-
make it impossible because the dead cap hit is $80 million. So,
Yeah,
Oof.
that's vicious.
all right, let's move on. We got to turn through some of this,
Oh yeah.
That's true.
and I know
Okay,
McKay really
so
wants this.
recapping here for I gotta at least cover Bears and Commanders. The biggest reason is because
Oh no.
we
We'll just have
we
you
don't
cover
know.
Yeah.
That's fine. We just don't know. I don't know personally as a Bears fan. Like, this feels like a good win. It was a good win, but do I think that's going to continue? I think it's possible looking at the remainder of the Bears schedule, but I feel like this win was good from the point of it avenged the Hail Mary game from last year. But really, at the end of it all, it was a close game, and really the reason that the Bears won was because they won the turnover battle. I mean, just the handoff, the botched handoff that resulted in the fumble between Jaden Daniels and Bill,
Ugh.
was just it was a backbreaker. It was a backbreaker, is really what it was. And I look at this game and I say that, hey, that that was kind of entertaining for Monday Night Football. But at this point, this goes back to what we've talked about before, where it's like we really don't know who's good now at this point. The Commanders are still just on the outside of first place in the NFC East because of this loss, which I'm sure makes Eagles fans happy. And at least the win for the Bears puts them still in the hunt for the NFC North. The NFC North is once again one of those weird divisions right now where it kind of is still anyone's game at this point.
It's a twilight
So that's
zone.
really, yeah, that's really all I'll say at this point. DeAndre Swift, great game, got the running game going. But that's all I've got for that. I enjoyed the game. Anyone else got anything to chime in with that?
No.
I'm happy that the Bears won.
Yeah.
A good win.
And
Yeah, for sure.
Washington's
Shane.
definitely trending down.
Yeah.
Yes. But the weather didn't help. I feel like Washington still has some magic there.
Slippery football.
Yep. Shane, Eagles and Giants.
Eagles and
I
Giants.
might have enjoyed this one. I think I might have enjoyed this one more than Bears and Commanders this week.
This was such a
Agreed.
fun one, and I gotta just say one thing about it. Scataboo!
hmm
Mm.
Wild
And
animal.
guess
that
who
just
has him in
bashes head.
fantasy? I
With
do.
the four of us? I'm like, because I have him in like 4 different leagues, so
I've got
Yeah,
him in 2
the
leagues.
lead.
Yeah.
you're not the only one, Matt. Let's see.
But
There's
you don't got him in the most important league.
the one with the 4 of us.
Because I'm holding him hostage. Yep.
That is not the most important league. All of us make it to the playoffs on that one, buddy. I am
It is
cool
the
with
most
taking an L on
important
that one.
Because you know who's winning that one?
Not you.
Oh, geez.
You.
It's the most important league for sure. 100%.
The guy who had the
Oh, the
losing
leagues are
record last
unimportant.
year.
Let's see. I have him in both keeper leagues. My dynasty league. I think I have him in my auction league. I don't have him with the 4. No, wait.
Okay. Moving on here
I
past
have
just
him
talking
in the
about
4 of
fantasy.
us, Matt. You idiot. Between the 4 of us, I have
All right.
Scataboo.
There are just, let me just say, there are a few things that make me happier than seeing the Eagles lose, especially to the Giants.
Yeah.
Just what a happy
Well, that's
day.
where I'm going to go with this, Tyler. Is do we believe that the Giants can play spoiler to like some of these big teams moving forward here? They bring down the Eagles. I don't know what I have to look at the Giants' schedule to see who they still have to play. But going into this season, they were ranked as having the toughest schedule in the NFL. They got the Niners coming up. They've got the Packers and the Lions at some point. And they, yeah, that's a couple of teams that are looking kind of good right now. Do you think it's completely possible that the Giants could really mess up with the playoff seeding here? Yes, I think that. I'm sure you guys probably agree with that. Could the
think
Giants
so.
make the playoffs?
Yes.
Probably not. I'm saying
think
probably
they could.
not, but they will make it interesting.
Yeah.
Going back real quick, I have Scataboo in every league except for one, and that is our 10-man podcast league, and the person who has Scataboo is McKay's wife.
Yep. Sounds about right.
And she is 5-1.
Nice.
Yeah, she's in first place in that league, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Good stuff. Hey, I want to talk about these burning questions here now that we've
Mhm.
gone through the recaps here, and then we just need to go through our Week 7 matchups here really quickly because I would like to get to our For the Fun too. But these
Oh,
burning
yeah.
questions I think are good ones too
Yeah.
to cover. So the Jets are the front runners for the number 1 pick. So
100%.
Tyler, Nat, I'm kind of looking at you guys a little bit more here
Wow.
because Shane, I know you don't do a ton of college ball.
I do
What?
have an opinion on this.
All right, fine. But who do they grab in the draft?
Arch Manning.
I don't
Wrong.
think he'll
Oh.
go this year. He won't
Oh,
go.
he didn't pay attention. He didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I know
Wrong.
our Arch Manning has been doing very, very bad lately.
Yeah. Got to win
Yeah,
against
he-
Oklahoma, but
Yeah,
But I
he'll
will say
do another
he
year.
was the favorite, and I'm curious if teams will overlook how he's doing this year because of the name tied to him.
He won't go to the draft this year.
No,
I
I think he's
guarantee
going to do it one more year.
Guaranteed.
He'll sit another
Yeah.
year. He's like, nah, I don't want to go to the Jets anywhere but there.
I mean, can you blame him?
Yes. He's pulling an Eli. He's pulling an Eli.
But I think it's gonna be two people that are been impressive. I think it's gonna be Dante Moore, that plays
Or
for
Is that
Fernando
Oregon
Mendoza.
quarterback?
Yes, Mendoza.
Yeah,
for
Fernando
Indiana.
That's
Mendoza
what I
from
was going to
Indiana.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
You
you got a
look
couple
at-
Remember his
random
name, but I
ones
was
in
like,
there.
that
You
Oregon
got-
quarterback,
yeah.
he looks solid.
Yeah. You got some
Yeah.
good like edge rushers that could sneak in and get first, and a couple of linebackers and stuff. But yeah,
The Jets.
The
need
way
a
things are
quarterback.
going at right now, I will say there are probably two other quarterbacks, maybe three, that could make some noise. As far as maybe if their season continues to go well, maybe they vault up further. I think Ty Simpson from Alabama is one. I think Jaden Mayava from USC is one. I'd say I'd probably go with those two. Maybe John Mateer from Oklahoma, but I'm not so sure about that one just yet. But I think you guys are probably right. It's probably Fernando and Moore.
hmm Fair enough.
Who's
Cool.
who's Notre Dame's running back?
Jeremiah Love.
Talk about every
Yeah, he's
game
good.
that I've seen him play in, he looks fantastic. And I think as far as what we've seen, I think running backs, like their value in the draft is going to start to go up, because these last couple of years, look at who's been in the draft and who's been the most successful based on how early they went. And I think it's been running backs. You look at these
Yeah.
running backs who are now starting for teams, and I just think that's going to make their prospects in the NFL move up quite a bit. I think we've seen wide receivers and quarterbacks can be flaky, but obviously I don't think we'll see, quarterbacks stop going first per se, but I think their running backs you go up for sure.
No.
I
Makes
think
sense.
wide receivers is a tough one, just because wide receivers, unless they come from wide receiver U, yes, that's LSU. I don't want to hear it from Ohio State fans. Wide receiver university is
I disagree
LSU.
with that.
Unless they come from LSU, they are, and I guess maybe Ohio State. They take a little bit of time to develop, I feel like.
Yeah.
We didn't see CeeDee Lamb come out into the open coming from Oklahoma. You don't see Tedero McMillan at that point just yet. And
Marvin
looking ahead at the
Harrison
draft here,
Jr.
looking ahead at the draft this year, it looks like actually that the top wide receiver in most people's mock drafts is actually Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, which he's a dog. I get it. I feel that. But he's probably going to take some time to develop too.
Is he though?
Yes, I think
Didn't
so.
they just get handled over the weekend?
By a
Yeah,
backup quarterback. With a backup quarterback at the reins.
Yeah, wow. I hope you feel real good about yourself, buddy. Should we just skip ahead to the last question here with that while we're on the subject of college?
Yeah, we
Fine
can.
with
We
that.
could just jump to it.
Please.
Yeah, because I don't know what the Titans are going to do just yet with their head coach. I don't think they're going after James Franklin, but that'd be funny if they did. Okay, so the Holy War this weekend with BYU and Utah. We got to get it out here just because, four of us living here in Utah. Shane, you're basically at ground zero just about where this game is taking place this
Not
weekend
anymore.
down in Provo. Well, at work you would be,
Oh,
Yeah.
Trust me,
and you're
whenever it was
the
BYU,
closest of the four of us.
when it was BYU game day, traffic sucked.
Yeah, no, I
I
don't
think it's funny that
expect to
Shane
go
is the
anywhere near
closest and the
Provo.
least vested.
That's
I-
funny. So
I
Shane,
never
why
cared
don't
for
we start off?
BYU.
Since you're the least vested, Shane, who do you think will win this weekend?
Isn't BYU's quarterback injured?
No.
Nope.
No, he just sucks.
Oh. Yeah,
He plays injured.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna make Matt mad. I'm gonna
Do it,
say
do it,
BYU
do it.
because Utah State wears the same colors as the Chiefs, and we know that they're gonna try and cheat their way to the win.
Oh my.
Wait, it's
Okay.
Utah State? That's weird.
I feel like we got to get that, Shane. We had to get your pick there because you're not vested in
No,
this.
I
Tyler,
do
I
not
think
care.
we know who you're gonna pick. Tyler, you all
Yes.
will take the Y. Matt will obviously take the U. So I gotta potentially be the
McKay, you're
tiebreaker
somewhat
here.
biased.
I am, except I'm taking the Utes this weekend.
I wondered if you would.
Yeah. I think the Utes are gonna win it this weekend. I think it's gonna be close, but I've got Utah. It's
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, then great. I'll be happy about it, especially after thumping they performed on Arizona State this past weekend. But yeah, I've got my own game to look forward to this weekend. ASU's taking on number 7 Texas Tech, and I'm really scared.
Yeah.
Is it still Sam Levitt?
Yes, he is going to play. He's healthy.
Okay.
I really do get the feeling that Kenny Dillingham was like, we're going to punt this Utah game, get Sam Levitt healthy for Texas Tech. Nobody cares about Utah.
I mean, you're not
It's
wrong.
okay.
I had to.
When they win the Pac-12, they'll be fine.
Oh, the 2 times they won the Pac-12 took you guys long enough.
Gosh.
Hey, winning's winning.
Moving on.
All
right.
Just in case anyone
this has
was
been
wondering.
half of our podcast group tests this past week.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's good stuff.
Oh,
Good stuff. All right, week 7 matchups. Let's go through these super
Burn through
quick. So Matt, Steelers and
the
Bengals. Give us a
It's
quick synopsis, and then just blow through our.
It's been Gable. I think the Bengals, and it's going to come down to the offensive line protecting Joe Flacco.
Okay. I have the Steelers because I don't think Joe Flacco's in this system well enough, and I think the Steelers defense is one of the better defenses in the league.
Joe Flacco's not who I have a problem with. I'm picking the Steelers because I don't have faith in the Bengals' offensive line.
And that's why they're my matchup monster.
Tyler?
I'm taking the Bengals.
Yeah.
They're
All
gonna,
right.
that Bengals O-line's going to need some of Michael Jordan's special stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if
Right.
they can step up, they will be the difference of that game. That's why I picked them as a
Yeah.
monster. I'm not saying that they're beast.
the
I'm
X
just saying,
factor. They're the X factor,
I mean,
100%.
yeah, I see Jamar Chase being double covered this entire game.
Oh, yeah.
Which on
Probably.
the flip side, I think DK Metcalf's gonna have a good game. I got him as my matchup monster.
I think he'll have a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Good for me.
Oh,
we got that done. On to Lions and her Shane's pick.
Lions and Buccaneers, because I think this is actually going to be like a very fun, very high-powered matchup. Both of these teams are up towards the top of the league right now. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a close one. I think the Buccaneers are going to sneak out the win, and I think the Lions can do it. They just had a rough week. They can bounce back, but it's going to be a tough, gritty game.
I saw.
I'll counter with that and say that the Lions are going to win because they're going to be looking to bounce back after the frustration they
Mhm.
experienced with the with the loss to the Chiefs. My biggest problem with that is because the Buccaneers have been winning a lot of close games
Mhm.
lately, a lot of close games. It's going to run out at some point. The magic is going to run out. And I feel like that's going to happen with this game against the Bucks, or excuse me, against the Lions. Honestly, matchup monster here, or better yet, X factor at this point. I'm actually going to go with the Lions secondary. With Brian Branch being suspended for this game, secondary steps up and makes it tough for Baker. Great. If not, then yeah, I think the Bucks could win it.
Especially with almost every Buccaneers offensive weapon out.
That is
I'm
true.
I'm picking the Bucks just because Baker brings an energy to that team, and he's carrying them to the Super Bowl this year.
Baker gonna bake.
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
If only the Browns had a quarterback like Baker.
Him or the other guy.
That's evil. I think it's going to be Lions, and it's because I sat there and watched Amon Ra from the sideline, and he just looks pissed. And when Amon Ra St. Brown gets pissed,
He
you do
makes
not
a
stand in
list.
that man's way. He will blow you up.
No, he just sits down and writes a list.
Exactly.
You will.
And for those who have seen Game of Thrones, you don't mess with someone with a list.
And I'm guessing no one here has watched any WWE in their life.
No. Sorry.
There was a guy named Chris Jericho who walked around with a clipboard, and anybody that made him mildly mad, he's like, "You just made the list," and he would write their name on their list and then just punch them in the face.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny.
All right.
That's
That's
nice.
funny. Tyler, go for it.
Jags Rams. I think this will be a fun game because I think these are two teams that both have serious potential in the postseason. And I think a lot of this game is going to set what we could probably see in the postseason for how their season is going to end. I think if we see the Jags win this game, I think the Jags could potentially make it to division championship game. I think the same for the Rams.
You know, the thing is, the Jaguars' schedule after this, we were talking about it a little bit before. They have an easy schedule after this. They go into the bye week, they get a little bit more healthy, and they got kind of one of the better schedules for the second half of the season. I don't think it matters too much if they lose, but if they win this game, I think they're gonna be in a good position to push for the playoffs and take their division. So I got my team with a little.
Oh, shut up.
Did I say division or conference
You said
championship?
division.
I meant conference. Sorry, I apologize.
To the AFC Championship game?
Ooh, I like that. That's
Ooh.
spicy.
I like that. I mean, I would be very happy to finally go to a Super Bowl.
I'm not saying Super Bowl. I'm saying conference.
You're saying you're
championship.
gonna lose.
Let me go to the Super Bowl, Tyler. Just let it be.
Oh, sorry, Shane.
He's just saying you look looks the same way as what the Blue Jays are doing to the Mariners right now.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You know, I just want Jaguars Bears Super Bowl.
Never gonna happen.
No, both of our teams are bad.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, I got Jags in this game too. I do think that they're gonna pull off the win. However, my matchup monster comes on the other side of the ball. Shane, I think Kyron Williams is gonna give your defense fits and make it tough.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Our defensive line has their work cut out for them this week, but Trayvon Walker should be back, even though he's rocking the club, and Josh Allen will be there. Our defensive tackles need to step up, and Devin Lloyd will be out. So, I mean, Kyron Williams is going to be a bit of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But no Puka, so I feel good.
No Puka, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae
At
Adams
least a
game at that
couple
point.
weeks.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I'm going with the Rams.
I don't blame you.
Good for you, Matt.
I actually think this will be a fun one.
And my fellow Matt will bring it home as my matchup monster. I think we'll actually see a breakout game of Devontae Adams to kind of just prove the point that, okay, he doesn't suck. I get the ball now since Puka's down.
I see a running back matchup, honestly. I see ETN versus Kyron Williams.
Yeah. But, yeah. Now we're on to McKay's pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Texans,
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, the Texans, they went on a bye week, and it looked like they were starting to show some real good signs here. So I want to say that this is going to be interesting from the point of we'll see what the Texans can do. But at the same time, Seahawks, they're looking good. They're looking really good, actually, potentially to take their division. And so I got the Seahawks in this game, and give me a JSN matchup monster.
Yeah, JSN's looking very good
one.
lately. I remember his rookie year, he was garbage.
Yeah. And I had him in my fantasy because I thought he was going to be good.
I think
He
a
let
lot
me
of people
down.
did.
And then he got a better quarterback.
Gosh. Which I would not think when I hear the name Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
When
I think
you
we're-
think of the league quarterback front runners and you hear the name Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones, 5 years ago you'd be like, what the heck are you people on to think they're going to be the front running
Yeah.
MVPs?
Right. And it looks like we're all in a unanimous decision on this one
Them sea chickens.
for the Sea Chickens. I don't think the Texans have a shot. Like, I don't think they have of anything right now. Like, they just don't got momentum. They haven't had good games, and I just don't think they can compete with the Seahawks in Seattle. It's going to be a rough game for them. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What are we thinking? Upset of the week.
Chiefs and Raiders.
Really?
I,
Is
you
that
know,
a tool call, or is that sincere?
I feel like
I
it
could see it.
can be sincere because the last couple of years the Raiders have always had a close game with the Chiefs, no matter
Mhm.
how good they were playing.
I was thinking the same thing.
And I could just see them all of a sudden the one game of the year pull it out and win, and then they lose, and then they miss the
I'm
first
gonna-
pick.
I'm gonna get some flack for this.
It's fine.
I'm thinking Patriots
It's
and
fine.
Titans.
Oh, yep. I
Yeah,
would get that
that's
one, but that
that's
one's-
not gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen. That one's
That's not
risky.
gonna happen. That's more outrageous than the Raiders beating the
McKay
Chiefs.
is going for that all-in win because the Titans just fired their head coach. They have a rookie quarterback. Like
Nothing
the
to
deck
lose.
is stacked against them.
Just-
I like
That
the
game
call.
that game's gonna be fire though with Vrabel like getting revenge against his own team. That's gonna be a fire
Man,
game.
If that game ends like 50-0, whew.
Which is 100% possible, because the one thing I've avoided to say this entire episode is the fact that Drake May is in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, if only you guys would freaking use your running back.
A right running back.
The right running back.
I
Yeah.
feel
I actually
that the
saw a trade
Patriots-
proposal before we move on to the
Gosh.
fun stuff of the week was Stevenson for Derrick Henry and
Yeah,
a second
I
rounder.
was gonna say I've been hearing that the Patriots are shopping for a running back. I'm like, why not use the rookie that you drafted?
Right?
The smartest thing would be to get rid of Ramondre Stevenson and get someone on the defensive side. Get like a really good like juggernaut linebacker
As far
That's
as
a good call.
upsets go, I'm gonna say
or
the
end or edge
Vikings-
rusher.
I'm gonna say the Vikings would beat the Eagles.
I can see that.
Ooh.
They finally get
That's a good
traction,
one.
but that's a tough one too.
And JJ McCarthy's coming back, so you never know.
Yeah.
And I'm picking the Giants to upset the Broncos.
Is that an upset? I'm kind of thinking the Giants
It
will
is.
win.
It technically is, but at the same time, it's like that's thrilling. That's just very thrilling. Like,
Yeah.
It's just in my mind, I'm like, I'm sure the Vegas odds are saying the Broncos win, but in my mind, I'm just like, I feel like the Giants are a little bit of a better team.
Well,
Yeah.
they
Just
looked that
imagining
way
Cam-
after last week, but they didn't.
I'm
look
just
that way
imagining
before
just
that.
right now. I'm literally imagining Cam Scadaboo flattening Pat Surtain in the end zone.
And then bashing his head against the goalpost.
Yep.
Yep.
Gosh, I freaking love Scatterboo.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, let's go into our NFL for the fun. So we're doing a little bit of trivia here, and I've got the random name generator on my side, but I want to test you guys here a little bit. I saw this a little while back on another podcast. They did this with the biggest contracts at each position, but they did it for Major League Baseball. We're going to be doing this here for the biggest contracts in the NFL based off each position. Now, when I say each position, we're going to hold off here, and I'm if you guys want, I will not include punter and long snapper on this because
Gosh.
how
I'm
many
like,
punters and long snappers are we super familiar with?
I know of maybe two.
You probably know your teams. You probably know your teams and maybe one other, and that's it.
I know Logan Cook
But-
is
My
one
teams.
of the better ones.
Yeah. So what we'll do here is we will do like a random generator. You get one shot at getting the name, or otherwise it passes on to the next person here. We are going off of yearly earnings. Okay. So
I-
yearly earnings is the determination as far as who has the highest
I
contract.
know key offensive positions, and that's about it.
So we're going to do offense, defense, and a little bit of special teams. So let's kick it off here at the very beginning with quarterback. Let's see who gets to answer this question. I'm
I
doing the
know
random
it.
wheel generator right now.
I
We're
know
saying
it.
Well,
it's the highest, right? Not
Yes.
biggest
The
contract, the
highest per
highest
year.
paid per year.
Yes.
Yes, and Shane, you are the winner.
It is Dak Prescott.
Correct. Yes, it is. All right. Next
Jerry
up,
Jones
running
dishes out
back.
money.
Who's taking it? Tyler, who is the highest paid running back right now?
Oh no, wait, no,
Ooh,
running back.
I
Wrong.
am gonna
Just kidding.
go with Saquon.
That is correct. Okay.
Is he?
Oh, hopefully.
How close is McCaffrey? Do you know? Do you have the
McCaffrey,
Not
McCaffrey
far
signed
behind.
his a while ago.
He's
I think
pretty
McCaffrey,
close.
McCaffrey's like in the top 5.
Matt, you do get wide receiver. Who's the highest paid receiver right
That's
now?
easy, Jamar Chase.
Yep. Okay, cool.
100%
Let's go into the
Isn't,
next one
isn't
here.
Justin Jefferson like around
He's
the
second.
ballpark?
Not
Yeah,
far
he's
behind.
close.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
it's
he's
within
like
a million
35 or
two.
something. Yeah.
Shane, you're back up again. Who's the highest paid tight end right now?
I believe right
Kyle
now it is
Pitts.
George
Just
Kittle.
kidding.
It is Kittle. It is George Kittle. All right.
And he
Really? Are you
deservedly
sure?
so.
Yes.
It is Kittle. Yep.
I would think it's
Kelsey.
no, the dude from
Andrews?
the Vikings, Hawkinson. That's his name.
No, it's not.
No.
It's Kittle.
Dang.
Yep.
They pay Kittle a lot because he was
Yep.
very dominant.
Yep. Matt, who is the highest paid offensive tackle in the league right now?
Oh,
Offensive tackle?
this is
Yep.
where I fall out.
Not guard, tackle.
Okay, I was gonna say guard. I'm pretty sure it was the Chargers guy that got hurt.
Slater.
Not Slater,
we're
the
doing-
other one.
We're doing tackle here.
Slater
Who is the
is a
highest
tackle.
paid tackle?
I don't know. I think my best shot would probably like a random ass team
It's one of
rookie.
two.
I would
in my
say it's
mind.
either he's probably either on the Texans or on the Saints.
Are you
Is my two
thinking- Are you
picks.
thinking Laramie Tunsil? Because the Texans did get rid of him.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of.
Okay. It is not Laramie Tunsil. Let's see who this goes to next to take another shot at it for offensive tackle. Tyler.
I got no idea.
Come on, Tyler. It's one of two. It's one of two.
I literally couldn't tell you.
All right, Shane.
Okay, it's 1-2, so Lane, you two know this, so that way if I get this wrong, you can guess the other one. It's either Trent Williams or Rashawn Slater. So one
It's
of those
neither.
two. You're
It's
lying.
neither.
You are effing
Nope.
lying.
Matt, I'm a little disappointed in you. The highest paid offensive tackle is Penei Sewell.
Is he? Per year?
Yep. Yep.
Well, I knew
Based
he
off
hit the
this, yep.
record like 2 years ago. I just didn't think it upheld with all the new people, you know.
Apparently it
Yeah.
has. All right, we'll send it back
Yeah, is it
over for
not-
whoever can go with
I was gonna say, I'm
offensive
like, is it
guard.
Tristan Wirfs? But no. I'm like,
Tyler,
no,
look
Wirfs
up
is
off-
wrong.
Can I
Guard.
look up the names of offensive guards and then guess from there?
Yeah, go for it.
I can't even say his name because it makes me want to spit nails.
Chris
I think
Lindstrom.
It is not Chris Lindstrom.
I was gonna say,
All
I'm
right,
pretty
let's
sure
try
Lindstrom's
here again.
one of the better ones.
I feel like Matt knows. Oh,
I
and
can't
Matt's gonna
say
get
his
it.
name. Can't say his name.
Do it.
Makes me want to
It's a
vomit.
Chiefs player, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Gosh.
Who is
dang
it?
Trey Smith.
It's Trey Smith.
It's Trey Smith. Yes, it is.
Freaking vomit. Freaking crap, dude.
Okay,
So dumb.
and who? Matt, it's back to you. Who's the highest paid center?
Center. I was gonna say Travis Kelce. No, just kidding. Jason Kelsey, but it's not.
He retired.
Yeah, I know. I don't. I want to say it's not a Patriot player. I know one of them is pretty up there. I just don't think it's the center.
Be the center.
And just because. Okay, so it's either my two picks are either the Lions center or the Chiefs center?
Oh, it is one of those two.
Okay, so it's Humphrey then.
Ooh.
It is Creed Humphrey.
I was gonna
Yep.
say
Yeah.
Creed Humphrey. I think is the only center outside my team that I actually
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously the guard, the center, and then I think that's it. Or like the highest paid dudes on the offensive line.
Yeah.
by
Okay,
far.
Tyler, you get this one next. This is kind of a layup. Who's the highest paid edge rusher right now? So that's either defensive end or outside linebacker.
What is Micah Parsons?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, and here we go again. Oh, perfect. Shane, who is the highest paid defensive tackle right now?
Defensive tackle. So just interior, I assume.
Yep,
It's probably Chris Jones.
Oh,
it
it's
is
so
Chris
dumb.
Jones.
The Chiefs,
So
the
dumb.
Chiefs have so many love like the highest paid players.
Like I said, they're in cap space hell. It's like
Yeah. Tyler, back to you. Who is the highest paid interior line or inside linebacker in the league?
Inside linebacker.
Oof.
Yep.
That's a rough one.
Can you give me a conference?
Yeah, NFC.
I'm like all the defensive pieces are in the NFC.
you said NFC.
I said NFC.
Okay, I know who it is.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is too.
Hmm.
Oh, wait.
He's a
Oh,
good player.
does
He's a
he-
very good
Is it
player.
Rams? Is it
No.
Aaron Donald's retired. Just remember that.
Aaron Donald retired like 2-3 years ago.
Okay, I've got no idea.
You're
Pass.
right. You're right division. You're in the right division.
You are in the right division. Come on,
Nope.
Tyler. Come on. As a
do
as
it.
a Cougar,
can do
fan.
Oh, Fred
Don't
Warner.
break your knee.
Yeah. It was his ankle,
He's out.
Matt. It
I
was
was
his
like,
ankle.
I was
Sorry,
like,
don't break your ankle.
He's out for the season.
Don't strain your ankle. Come up at the end.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was brutal. Okay. Shane, who is the highest paid cornerback in the league?
Oh,
Corner?
come on.
What do you mean? Come on. Oh, wait.
It's actually probably down to 2 people. Actually, maybe 3.
I think it is down to 3. It's between J.C. Horn, Derek Stingley, and Sauce. It's
One of those is
between
correct.
3. Yep. Okay.
Ooh,
that's
I have a
good.
guess.
You know what, Tyler? Go ahead, have your guess. I'll tell you you're right or you're
Yes! Who is Sauce Gardner?
Wrong.
wrong. I'm not gonna
No.
lie, Tyler. I thought it was Sauce as well. Well, that leads me to one other spot then. That leads me to Derek Stingley.
You're welcome.
It is Derek Stingley.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, he helped you with that one, Shane. And Matt, highest paid safety.
There's
That
two
would
come to my mind.
be.
Oh no, 3, 3, 3, 3.
No, I think it's 2. It's probably. I just don't know if like he's still getting paid a lot or not. I'm thinking it's either Winfield Jr. for the Bucks
That's
or
your guess?
Kirby Joseph
Oh, gotcha.
are the 2
I
that
I think there's one more that you
guessing.
could add in.
It could be Fitzpatrick, but I feel like his contract's
No, it's not
like the
Minka.
benchmark.
It's not Minka.
Okay.
Okay, so
Um,
you're not correct on any of those at all. Shane, you want to throw
any of them?
yours here real quick?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, because Matt was forgetting one. Because I will say Antoine Winfield was in there. So I have 2. I'm gonna list both of them,
Mhm.
but I am gonna pick one. It's between Derwin James and Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, one
Is
of
it
those is
Bates?
correct.
It's
Oh,
Hamilton,
it's not
isn't it?
Bates.
It's Hamilton. Yep,
Yep.
that's Kyle Hamilton.
really?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He
Alright.
got paid a ton a year or 2 ago.
Yeah. And our last one here, Tyler, you get it. Who is the highest
Ooh.
paid kicker in the league?
Plays for the Bears. Just kidding.
The Bears don't
Not
trust
Jake
kickers
Moody
enough.
or Cairo Santos. We don't trust our kickers. Not after what happened in 2019. You all know. You all know.
In case anyone needs a hint of what happened, where is it?
Yeah,
What
go for
about
it.
Dicker the kicker?
Is it? Did
Yeah.
it disappear? Nope. There it is.
You gotta do 2 of them.
Yeah, I was like, oh, sorry, my bad.
Okay. There was a part of
There
me
you
that wanted to say the Cowboys kicker I can't think of his
Ooh,
name. right off
Aubrey.
the top of- but I
Brandon
don't
Aubrey.
think that's
Aubrey is
correct.
good.
I
I feel like they paid Aubrey.
was
like,
just thinking
10
of who would
ago.
waste money on a really expensive kicker, and the Cowboys would.
Oh, I already know the answer
true.
because it's yeah.
Oh,
He
if
is
Matt's mad,
deemed-
then it's got to be Butker.
It is Butker. Yep.
I was
Yes!
Dang it.
like my hint for you was gonna be this team literally has like 6 of the
I was-
highest paid positions.
I was about to say he's the only player on this team that I like because he is a
Oh.
right winger.
Oh my. Oh boy.
See,
Well, there we go.
now I
There
got
we
no,
go.
Now I
That's
got no punters.
okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
it's
I,
no
like-
punters.
Let's just do.
I don't know if I
team
got
for this
one.
one.
It's probably the Colts guy.
No,
That's what I'm thinking.
No, the Jaguars actually have one of the best punters in the league with Logan Cook. But
it is actually Michael Dixon for the Seattle Seahawks.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah,
what's
he's
the
been there
top
a
three?
while.
What's the top 3?
Unless it's Pinion, I have no idea.
I know it's Cole for the Raiders because for whatever reason they paid their freaking punter lots of money.
Well, and if you want to know long snapper, it's Luke Rhodes for the Colts.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Hold on.
What the highest paid whatever?
Yeah, who like all time?
All-time punter or the
No,
all-time
all-time
highest per year?
highest
punters still make good
Per
money. I just looked up what a
year.
punter makes.
I know.
NFL
I would
9
love
million.
To be,
player.
I would love to be a punter.
And you know, guys, it got me curious because I know we got stumped on this one here,
Oh,
and it looks like
gross.
whatever I had pulled up, whatever that information was not correct. Penei Sewell is actually the 3rd highest paid tackle in the league right now. You guys were correct. Rashawn Slater is the highest paid.
Yes.
I
Yes.
knew it.
Is that just left tackle or is that right tackle too?
I think that's
think
just
it's just
tackle in
tackle.
general.
Tackle in general, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the highest record-breaking per year value for all-time athlete is Dak Prescott at $60 million a year
Yep.
For all athletes or just football?
for football.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I was gonna say
highest paid.
I was like baseball's gonna run away with the highest paid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, unless we throw in soccer.
I don't
Yeah,
know, I still
soccer,
feel like soccer.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo, 100%.
Is that
Yeah.
just his contract or is that endorsements?
That's just how long he can play.
Gosh.
Here, I'll just look that up. All-time highest
Yeah.
per year
I like that I know this
athlete.
now.
Cristiano Ronaldo at $130 million a year.
Yeah, yearly.
No, sorry.
Got it.
Sorry, my bad. No, that's Lionel Messi. This is the gap. So Lionel Messi is second highest. First is Cristiano Ronaldo at 355 million plus a year.
There's a $150 million gap.
Yeah. Because after that,
That's
LeBron James is at
insane.
127.
You get paid
Canelo
well to
Alvarez is
play
at 110.
I'm
Patrick
not gonna
Mahomes is at
lie.
53.
I'm
Shohei
not gonna
Otani is
lie,
at
I
70.
feel like basketball should almost be like between like the quote unquote big 4 sports of like soccer, basketball, baseball, and football. Sorry, hockey, I do love you, hockey. I feel like basketball is probably like should be the lowest paid one. The reason I say that is because I feel like it's the least likely for injuries. I'm not saying
Okay,
saying
so-
they get injured, but I'm saying theirs probably has like the least amount of physical contact.
Hamstring, man, Achilles, ACL happens all the time.
I'm not arguing that, but you're just as likely to see that in football, in soccer, and in baseball.
So per year, strictly on only contract, Cristiano Ronaldo still has it at 214 million.
I was gonna say,
that
I'll
would
bet
put him up there.
a lot of that is just televised contracts. This
And the
season,
next
everything.
closest is Lionel Messi's contract that he signed with Barcelona in 2017 at 168 million. So as like
Mhm.
current, the only person that could get close to Ronaldo is Shohei Otani at 70 million.
Mm,
Crazy.
What,
I will
what's
say-
Juan Soto's? What's Juan Soto's yearly salary? Oh, it's
too
46 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
46.
I will
And
say
Mike
He just has
Trout's
a
like
bigger. He has the
2.5.
big complete. He just has the bigger complete contract than that of Shohei Ohtani.
I will say I
Yeah.
feel like hockey players deserve to be paid more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot
Well,
of
this
sports
has been a
I'm like,
fun. This has been a fun little shift here.
I was gonna say I'm like there's a lot of sports I feel like if I was younger I could play. Hockey was never one of those.
Well, and just for reference, gentlemen, the highest paid hockey player right now in the league is Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh yeah, because they just paid him, huh?
Well, they just extended Connor McDavid too, but no, it's still Draisaitl.
They gave
Does
Draisaitl
anyone-
McDavid? Sheesh.
We got to put some light on basketball. How much do you think Michael Jordan made lifetime earnings?
Probably not that much
Well
because
over
he
a
played
billion.
a long time ago.
Well over
lifetime
a billion.
earnings.
was gonna say-
4.15 billion.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
he-
Shane, you were just going off of the contract in general. Don't
Mhm.
forget about the Air Jordan royalties.
I was gonna say, I'm like, are we talking just from what he made, just from his contracts, or are we talking about everything he slapped his name on? Because he's also played baseball, he has his whole shoe line, he has
And for
ownership
comparison,
in, I think he still
with-
has ownership in the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. with
Not anymore, but yeah,
Cristiano
he did.
Ronaldo's earnings and off everything involved, he's only worth 1.6 billion compared to MJ.
I have all the respect for Ronaldo, Matt, but no one changed the game as far as on a global stage than Michael Jordan did.
I don't know, people were saying
So
LeBron.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
No. No.
Well, his
I agree.
contract that he signed, I don't know if you guys watched the show that's based off of him and the whole like first Jordan shoe and all that. The contract
Yeah,
that
I've
he
seen it.
signed was ridiculous. Like lifetime he gets X amount for every shoe sold. Like
I wonder how much
The
he
royalty fee.
I wonder how much he made doing the Space Jam movie.
Good
A
question.
pocket change compared to what he's got.
Probably.
If you watch The Last Dance, he more enjoyed just having a chance to have all of his buddies come play basketball when they weren't
Dude.
shooting.
do you really want to know?
The Space Jam one? Yeah, that's a fun one.
20
And then we
million.
should end it on that.
20 million?
Oh,
20 million.
You know, that's
Dang.
more than what I thought it would be, honestly.
Hey, that
Yeah.
film's a classic.
It grossed 250 million worldwide.
I love that movie. Such a dumb movie,
It's a
but
good
so
one.
fun.
No, the second one is
they-
dumb.
Oh yes, that one is really bad.
Yeah, that one's awful.
The first one was
And-
fun because it explored all of his career. It explored his basketball career, it explored his golf career, it explored his baseball career, which was
It
really
only
bad.
grossed 163 million. Space Jam 2.
Yeah, but it was also like on streaming platforms day one, so that probably took a chunk out of it.
Yeah, well, and I'm just going to throw this out there too. Michael Jordan went into Space Jam knowing he wasn't a superior actor, and he was
Yeah.
just in there interacting with the animators. I guarantee you, just based off what I saw, LeBron went in there being like, "I'm a really good actor," and he's not.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Also, the first one was at least like Looney Tune-esque physics with basketball, whereas the second one was, hey, we turned basketball into a video game where nothing made sense anymore.
The second one was also just a big old marketing barrage for
Mhm.
Warner Brothers.
That's so much money.
Because Warner Brothers was
Flipping Avatar, dude.
struggling.
$2.9 billion for Avatar.
hmm
The Last Airbender or the Blue People?
The blue people,
The
Shane,
Blue
come on.
People.
I always gotta clarify, you know?
Well, I had this conversation with Tyler actually on Monday when we went and saw
The
Tron
blue-
Ares.
The
That I was
Blue
like, you
People
can't.
is
You
copying
you-
Airbender.
Well, the problem is the blue people. That one is like doing all these different elements with each movie, and I'm like, well, now that's confusing because the Last Airbender is all elements. I get the
Yes.
two of them confused now.
Because they went into the water people, now they're going to the fire people. They're copying the Last
Mm-hmm.
Airbender. If I had to pick between the two, I would
True.
watch The Last Airbender. Not the live action movie, the animated cartoon.
There you go.
The
There you
live
go.
action movies, both of them are not good.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
that's
Dave, we need to call it a night, dude. You're supposed to take a test after
Yeah, I
this.
know.
So here's another fun thing that I think Tyler or one of you will like. It's Pokemon.
I like Pokemon.
Eh.
They're the Pokemon Company reported $2.9 billion in net sales between 2024 and 2020.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me considering how many scalpers there are for the trading card game. Oh, someone went away. Oh, McKay got tired of this.
Just okay. Yeah, dude, that's a lot of money.
McKay said, "Nope, I'm out."
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
McKay, you're back just in time.
I was closing out of my Google Docs, and I accidentally closed out of Discord. My bad.
I thought it was just genuinely like, I don't want to listen
Yeah.
to this Pokemon crap, and I was like, oh.
No. I'll be respectful.
Now,
It was an
they
accident.
actually-
what's your favorite
The
Pokemon?
previous year, 2023, was 10 billion.
Yep, does not surprise me. So, McKay, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Dude, I don't know. Let's just.
You can say Jinx, it's okay.
Oh gosh, don't say that. Don't say that. McKay, just
Um,
say your favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, and everything will be fine.
Say Jinx.
I
No
plead the fifth. I assert my Fifth Amendment privilege. Let's call it a night.
Low punny.
Gosh, please no. So,
What's the fish that flops around? I like that
Magikarp.
one. Yeah.
McKay,
It's useless.
what is your favorite player in the NFL league right now?
Cam Scattaboo.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
can't
Good
argue
answer.
with that one. That one, he's quickly becoming my favorite.
Yeah.
Good answer. And on
Good
that
stuff.
note, we will leave you.
See everyone next week.
Have a good night.